Well, we have been sheltering in place for a month in order to help flatten the curve of infections from this horrible virus. The administration of the seminary has now turned our attention from completing the semester by sheltering in place to making plans for our recovery and return, hopefully by the fall. You'll be hearing more about that in the weeks ahead. But these days, getting back to normal or a new normal or just getting out of the house sounds like a faith statement. A month into this sheltering, many of us are feeling frayed. For me, the hardest part of this is not knowing how long the sheltering will last. When you're in a race, even if it's a marathon, you can power through the hardest parts because you know how far it is to the finish line. But this feels like a long slog, day after day, pretty much the same, with only speculation about when we'll be able to actually embrace our friends again. We just don't know. But here's what we do know. It may feel like a slog, but that is just the present tense. And you can't take the present too seriously because it will not last. Habakkuk offered his prophecy when he and his people were stuck waiting for deliverance from God, with no idea how long their waiting would last either. So he climbed up to a watchtower to symbolize their search for the arrival of hope. And he writes as if he's writing to us today to say, "For there is still a vision for the appointed time. It speaks of the end and does not lie. If it seems to tarry, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." There is an end to this. I do not know when, no one does. I do not know what the cost of the waiting will be or how it will change us. But I do know that, as Habakkuk says, the end will surely come. And the reason I'm absolutely confident of this is that I believe in what we have believed for thousands of years. That God is faithful, that God is a redeemer of all things, and God is not done. Everything we believe in as a seminary, everything we are training the next generation of leaders to teach and preach and serve is on the line here. Either we believe God is with us, redeeming our days and leading us to a future filled with hope, or we should have gone out of business as a seminary a long time ago. But we do believe. And this belief is not based just on what we see today or what we can muster up in our own frayed hearts, but in our great tradition. It's based in our inheritance, which has come to us from thousands of years from prophets like Habakkuk and apostles and martyrs and saints and sinners and scholars and ordinary people who faced far more than we face today and whose faith was constantly hammered out on the anvil of adversity, but who just kept saying, "Nevertheless, we believe." If you can't say, "I believe" today, that's okay. Then just say, "We believe." You can lean on our faith. We believe. We believe we will do more than just endure these strange, hard days. We will look for God's redemption of them. We believe in the promise of a future filled with hope, and that it makes today meaningful and blessed. We believe the angel who said to the woman at Easter, "Jesus has gone on ahead of you, So whatever the future holds, we know that the Savior will be there waiting for us, and that's enough. I'm not worried about us. I believe in the Savior, and I believe in you. Stay healthy.